This question you understood?
हाँ.
Because these are two places, no?
So the question is.
One is intelligence, buddhi. So buddhi is supposed to be in here, and the other place is heart. Heart is here. So how Atma could dwell in two different places at the same time? That's his question, and that has been written in one single Upanishad. So first the Upanishad says that it resides in the dwell of your intelligence or your buddhi, and after few slokas it says that it is in the heart. So his question was, what is the real place? Was the Atma really used? So I have replied question. So now you reply him. Reply. Your record is reply.
Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. So the question Advaitanand ji has asked is that from the Upanishad, from the same Upanishad, in the first sloka, in the initial sloka, it was told that Atma is in the cave of intellect, and immediately the following verse, it was told that Atma is inside your heart. So the question is, how can it be that way? When Atma is in Buddhi, how can, which is in brain? So when again, how can Atma be inside the heart? So this was the question asked by Advaitanand ji, and for which Swami Anilji Maharaj has responded it in this way. So at least I was able to interpret it this way. Babaji, please correct me if something is wrong in this. So first of all, what is the core definition of Hrudaya? So Babaji starts explanation from this. ये जो ध्यान में होता है ना हृदय, when you close your eyes and focus on your Agnya Chakra, what we see? We see a limitless empty space or something of such sort. Everyone can experience that when they are focusing or concentrating in the Dhyan Yoga. So if that empty space, there is some existence of that, but it is something like Shunya. So it is called Akash. And this Akash is called Hrudaya Akash. So which is a topmost of this Mahadakash. So we have three, while explaining in Vedanta, we use this Ghatakash, Mathakash and Mahadakash, right? So which is beyond Mahadakash is this Hrudaya Akash. So Hrudaya Akash, if it is there, there should be the base of it, which is Paramatma. So because Paramatma is there, then that's why we are able to experience this Hrudaya Akash. So because of which it is told that Paramatma is there in this Hrudaya Akash. But when Paramatma is there in this Hrudaya Akash,
both are Ananta.
Both are limitless. Ananta.
That is
Okay.
Paramatma as well as the blank or zero, whatever we see after closing our eyes, that is also endless.
Endless like Akash. So there is no limit. Ananta. So both are Ananta here. But how do you know that this is Ananta? Obviously there should be some equipment for you to understand that this is Ananta. Right? So we understand that through our Buddhi. So because of Buddhi, we were able to ask this question. So Buddhi is the one which is trying to realize that infiniteness here. So that means again it is Paramatma who is the base of Buddhi, so that else Buddhi will not work, right? So that is why it is Paramatma through Buddhi as realizing that there is Paramatma in heart. But these are not physical. These Buddhi and Hruday, they are not the physical brain and the heart. So though it is Paramatma which is the base or adhisthana of both of this, Hrudaya and Buddhi, that's why it is said in scriptures that in the cave of intellect there is Paramatma who is infinite, and it is the same Paramatma who is there inside the heart. Namaskar Babaji. Hrudaya. Chidaakash. Chidaakash means Satchidanand में जो चित है, the existence or the consciousness, there is no limit for consciousness, because consciousness can be found anywhere, because there is nothing called boundary for a consciousness. But as a perspective, we can experience, because we don't know what is beyond Akash, and our sense organs will not be able to capture anything beyond that. So to take an example which is almost near to that, we are taking Akash as an example. But this is beyond Akash. So Chit jo hai, it is beyond Akash. For us to understand, we have put it as Chidakash, but since it matches the limitlessness.
Yes. Akash is word in general used as a infinity, because the Akash we experience here by our five senses, that also is mostly infinity. But then the Hridayakash or the Paramatma is above that, no? It's so big that it accommodates anything, including the infinite Akash, right?
I just wanted to know how to answer the guys when they put this question. Only for that sake I am asking. We have three states of consciousness, and fourth is Turiya. First is Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, and fourth is Turiya. But all the first three are mentioned in terms of physicality. I am putting this word because see, Jagrat, when you take, you are bringing into the gross body into picture. Swapna is like these things, right? But in our real experience, we generally explain that it is Jagrat, that because we are in this gross world, we are experiencing this. In dream state, we will experience that. When we go to deep sleep state, we don't experience anything, but after you get out from the deep sleep, there is one thing which is getting that experience, and we'll say, wow, I had a very wonderful sleep, and we have that thing, right? But when we are in gross, right, in hospitals, we get this anesthesia, full body anesthesia and half anesthesia, right? So if it is full body anesthesia, it is neither, I mean, the person who is experiencing that or the entity which is experiencing that, right, it is, can be termed as deep sleep state, or I don't think it is, because when we come out of that anesthesia state, right, we don't say, wow, I had a very sound sleep or I experienced something blissful. But we come after deep sleep state, we say that, wow, I had a blissful sleep and I could experience the bliss a little bit, but at that time I did not experience because avarana jo hai, it has prevented it, but after coming back to gross state, we could experience it. But why don't we don't say that when the person comes back after the anesthesia is gone? So what is the state that entity remains during the state of anesthesia? Can we call it in any of these three states?
Now you ask two questions in one. Two in one. So buy one, get one free, like. First question was about Turiya. And another was about anesthesia. So both end with ya.
Turiya anesthesia.
Huh?
Turiya anesthesia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually Turiya is not an exact state of mind. We call it a fourth state. But it is like a hypothetical. So Turiya is only absence of all three stages. So Turiya is called, what is the meaning of Turiya? Turiya means fourth. Turiya doesn't mean any other, it has no other definition. Like Sushupti has a definition. Like Jagruti has a definition. And then like Swapna has a definition. What Turiya has the definition, please tell me?
Turiya means which is beyond all these three states.
That's all.
Simple.
Beyond, not beyond, it's absence of
It's absence of these three states.
That's all. Okay. Now, to give you an example of a Turiya state, you know, uh, when we are in a deep sleep, okay, so our mind is sleepy. That state of mind is sleep, okay. And when we get up, it is a jagruti. You understand? But between this sleep and jagruti, between sleep, where the sleep ends, immediately jagruti doesn't start. Like, you sleep in this your room. You have just come to it. Sleep in this room now. Room number 2, beside the storage locker. Okay? So, probably when you will get up tomorrow morning, maybe for a fraction of second or minute, you will not understand where I am. Many times it happens. I am at home, I am in a hotel, or I am in an ashram. So you are in the state of it may present for some time, maybe in fraction of second or fraction of minute or very very kshana, we can call it. But I will come up with all this.